Welcome back to Courtroom Conversations, right here on the Classic Courtroom YouTube channel. I'm Dylan Brooks Hamilton, and today we're doing a deep dive into a story that is really sending shockwaves through the literary world. But before we get started, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on any of our future deep dives. Now, joining me today is legal expert Susan Kelly Ashford. Welcome.
It's great to be here. Thanks for having me.
It's always a pleasure to have you and your insights.
Yeah.
So let's unpack this. We're talking about the sexual assault allegations against Neil Gaiman, the acclaimed author of books like American Gods and Coraline. And we've got an Associated Press article here detailing some of the latest developments. What are the key things we need to understand about this developing story?
Well, I think that the sheer number of accusers is significant. We're talking about 8 women, and their allegations span decades. Some of these accusations actually surfaced initially in a podcast back in July of 2024.
Wow.
And more details emerged just this month in a New York Magazine article.
It's quite the bombshell, and Gaiman has denied the allegations, right?
Yeah.
But his statement was interesting, to say the least.
Yes, it was. He very carefully denies engaging in any non-consensual acts, which in legal terms means he's stating there was no sexual contact without clear and enthusiastic consent. But he does admit to being careless with people's hearts. This kind of statement is a common legal strategy, acknowledging some wrongdoing, but without actually admitting to the most serious allegations.
So it's an attempt to control the narrative, perhaps. Now, one accuser, Scarlett Pavlovich, has taken a significant step that sets her case apart from some of the others. Can you tell us more about that?
Absolutely. Pavlovich alleges that Gaiman abused her multiple times beginning the night they met in New Zealand back in 2022. She filed a police report in January of 2023, which means there's a potential criminal investigation underway in New Zealand. The police there are remaining very tight-lipped, as you would expect in such a high-profile case. This is a crucial development, though, because it moves the allegations beyond the court public opinion and into a legal arena.
And this is where things get really interesting. We're in the Me Too era, and accusations like these, proven or not, can have a massive impact on someone's career.
Precisely. The Me Too movement has really empowered survivors to speak out and has created a climate where these types of allegations are taken much more seriously. And this has led to really significant consequences for many powerful figures, regardless of the legal outcome.
Now, what I find fascinating is the deafening silence from Gaiman's agent, his publishers, even the companies like Amazon and Netflix that have projects in development with him. Why do you think that is?
It's hard to say for sure. They could be waiting to see how the legal situation unfolds. Perhaps they're conducting their own internal investigations. It's also possible that they're simply trying to avoid becoming embroiled in a public relations nightmare. But this silence itself speaks volumes, wouldn't you say?
Absolutely. It creates this sense of uncertainty and tension. So we have these serious allegations, a carefully worded denial, potential investigation in New Zealand, and then this wall of silence from everyone else involved. It's a lot for Gaiman's fans and the public at large to process. How do you think we as a society should grapple with these kinds of situations, especially when there's no clear resolution or definitive proof?
That's the challenge, isn't it? We have to remember the principle of innocent until proven guilty, while also acknowledging the pain and courage it takes for survivors to come forward. It's crucial to listen to all sides, avoid rushing to judgment, and understand that these situations are incredibly complex.
Such an important point. These cases are never black and white. They raise a lot of questions, and there are rarely easy answers. Thanks for helping us navigate these murky waters.
My pleasure.
And to our listeners, we encourage you to stay informed about the developments in this case and to engage in respectful conversations about these complex issues it raises. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the Classic Courtroom YouTube channel for more deep dives into the world of law and justice. Until next time.